All right, so this is one of the most under talked about or least talked about areas in our careers and the life that we create around our career. So I'm dual here. I'm recording, I'm on Facebook Live, and I'm recording another audio series segment for the Create Your Great audio series. And I'm super excited to spend just a couple quick minutes talking about this because we need to talk about it more. And that is belief in yourself. Belief in yourself, belief in yourself, the belief that I have in myself. It is so critical to what we do and how we capitalize on and create in our career, in the jobs, our work, our business, whatever we're doing. If we're an entrepreneur, belief in ourselves. And the reason I want to focus on this for a couple more minutes or a couple minutes period is that is the one thing. Belief in yourself, belief in ourselves is the one thing that cannot and should not waver and cannot be knocked down. So we go through so many things in our jobs and in our careers that can be a little bit, they can fluctuate, it's topsy-turvy, it's up and down, there are things out of our control. But one thing we can always control for sure is, without question, is the belief that we have in ourselves. And whether you're in a job currently, whether you're working for a company or you're thinking about making a change or you are starting a business or an entrepreneur, it is essential. It is so critical that you have belief in yourself so that when you have those moments where, things are not going the way we would like, B, that we would expect, and C, that would be ideal for us to advance our work, our business, our career, the things that we're doing with our clients, that we can always fall back on, what, I believe in who I am and what I'm doing. And those are the two keys. I've been doing what I do now as a career coach who helps people take ownership of their career and create. It's all about creating fulfillment, not waiting for it. I've been doing this for just over a year now, and I have the utmost belief at every step of the way. I have always believed in who I am, what I've set out to do, and how I help people. I have never for a second, and even in the worst of times, when things have been shaky or not working out as well as I would hope, or, when I've gotten objections and no's from potential clients, or a gig didn't work out the way I wanted to, all that's fine. And more of that's going to happen. But something that never changed was my belief in those three things that I mentioned: who I am, what I do, and how I help people. And we should always carry that with us, no matter what our job is. You don't have to be a coach like me. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to be starting a business. No matter what you do, if you have that belief, you're going to make and seize much more opportunity and control of your career. And you're not going to be as prone to the emotional ups and downs, the emotional ups and downs that we get in our career, in our business when we're at work. Because let's face it, there's a lot of them. And no matter what you do, there are a ton of obstacles and landmines and things that happen that are out of our control that, it's good to be prepared for. So that's the other thing. And I want to try and articulate this as best as I can. So, there's always going to be things that affect us mentally, emotionally, knowledge-wise. And there's tons of books. You can't really see it right now, but I am like everybody else here. I have another one upstairs in my loft where I have tons of books on how to mentally be prepared and sharp, and in our work, in our business, and in our life. And that's great. But we're still going to have, and all that stuff's helpful, but we're still going to have times and things that come up that really throw us for a loop or throw a curveball at us. And, even the strongest people, I don't care how strong I might feel mentally or emotionally, or you yourself, the best, even the Tony Robbins of this world, trust me, have their moments where they're caught off guard by something, or, whether it's from a coworker or a boss or a client, a customer, they're thrown off guard by something and they need a little time to process. And so we have those emotional ups and downs. We have those ups and downs where, something that we may not have an answer for, right? How many times have you been in a meeting with whomever, coworkers or colleagues, and something comes up that you don't have the answer for it, all right? You don't have the answer for it, and, you need to process or, either take a little time to look into the right information to come back with an answer, or, you may need to ask for, a different opportunity to respond. those moments happen. But what's great about belief is your belief never leaves you. Your belief never, ever dissipates when you have the right mindset and approach. And I said to myself, so even in those moments when you're in your job or in a meeting and you're caught off guard or something emotional stirring up inside you, or you need more time to process, you have your belief inside to say, okay, it's going to be all right. No, this isn't ideal that I don't have the answer, but I'm going to ask if I can get back to you on that. Or no, it's not ideal that I got a little upset or emotional when I found out some news. But at the end of the day, I still have rock solid belief in who I am and what I do. And I told myself when I started out on my journey, my new journey to create this business and coach and help and support other people in their career, then I know deep down that I am ready and I'm able and I'm uniquely gifted and qualified to do this. And just as important, I want to do this. This is right for me. And I know how. I worked on a ton of programs and content and ways in which I could help people. And I know what I do with them, and I know how I help them. So I got all that in place and that belief in myself, and I adjusted my mindset so that I was ready whenever these curveballs that I keep talking about and these emotional roller coasters and ups and downs are thrown at us. I still have, at the end of the day, my belief. I have sat right over there. You can't see it right now because I'm home right now, but I have sat right over there at the end of many days in the last year and been like, man, this was a crazy day, or man, this was a tough day, or man, what a curveball I just got thrown at me. Or I need to learn. I need to learn from this. And I was, okay, I got to jot down my feelings because I journal, these are my feelings. This is how it made me feel. This is what I need to learn. This is how I can be better prepared for this next time. I jot all that down. I've sat over there where I'm thinking of this stuff and getting it in my head. Like, what do I need to do better next time? But what never changed is that I still and always had belief in myself. I said, all right, I'll learn from this and I'm going to get better. But I still know I'm the same person. I'm still capable. I know what I do. I know how I help people, and I know where I bring them, which that never wavers. It never wavers, whether I'm, buried in my laptop or reviewing and journaling at night or out doing workshops, talks, meeting with clients, meeting with people, that never wavers. So wherever you are, and I share this so passionately and emphatically because I've seen the benefits that it gives me in my business, my career, and my life. I've seen and felt it. I see it every single day. There have been, we all have them. You have them, I have them. These trials and tribulations where, it's like looking a little bleak, or boy, what am I going to do next? Or how am I going to get through this episode at work or in my business? Or how am I going to get through this month's obligations? And I just always fell back on my belief, and it carried me. I even have had, my last example, I've had friends, colleagues, people close to me who have looked me in the eye or talked to me and said, are you okay? Is this going to work? Is this what you wanted? And I'm like, absolutely. They're looking out for me, or they're giving me coaching and support and advice, and they're just helping. And they're like, are you okay? Is this going to work? I'm like, absolutely. I'll share this. I've even had my parents ask me this, because they know, I left my corporate job and my corporate career to start my own business, and they're parents and they care. And they're like, are you okay? Are you going to be okay? And do you have it? Do you have the resources, the money, the backing, the knowledge, the infrastructure to pull this off? And I'm like, you know what I have? I have my belief in me and what I do. And that's not some, hokey, idealistic, I'm going to just, think about like the movie The Secret and think about it, and it's all going to come up and show up on my doorstep. I got to work my what off every single day to make this happen. But it happens because I have that belief in myself. And it's never, I'm telling you, in a year of time, this has never fluctuated at all. Every day through the ups and downs. So think about, I've been talking too much about myself now. So for you to wrap this segment up, think about, where's your belief level? Where is your belief in who you are, in what you do, and how you help people? What's the value you bring? Who are you as a person? And what's the value you bring in other people? Where is your belief on a scale? Ask yourself this question. Okay, here's what you want to do. Ask yourself the question of, on a scale of 1 to 10, where is my belief system level? at? Am I a 5? And it's okay. You don't have to be a 10. You'll hear. So am I a 5? Am I a 7? Am I a 9.5? Am I a 2? And if you're not a 10, if you're not a rock solid 10, that's okay. But ask yourself every day, what do I need to do to bring myself up to a 10 so that I believe? And I want you to think about this. It's really important because this goes in line with what I share often about focusing on who you are. Remember, whether you work for an organization or you've created something on your own, as a business, an entrepreneur, or whatever, think about who you want to become and how you're serving and helping others. Get clarity on that. And if you have the right clarity and if you've gone about it the right way and said, I know who I want to become. I know this is the way I can help people. I know what I'm good at. I know the value that I bring. Once you get that clarity, your belief, I promise you, will rise to the roof. It will rise up to that level 10. I did months of work to get clarity on who I am, how I bring value to others before I could ever sit here and say, I believe in myself. I mean, I didn't just sit back one day and randomly say, you know what, I'm going to be a career coach. It sounds cool. I like people and maybe this will work out. That's not what I did. I did all the work on myself to find out, who I wanted to become as a person. And then I did all the work and I figured out also how I help people. And then I said, you know what, I got it now. Doing that work is what showed me I could be an amazing career coach. So now I have the utmost belief in myself. I'm at that 10. I'm at the level of a 10. That's why I've been rambling here for 10 minutes saying, even through the worst of times, wherever I've been, I've walked out of meetings where I got no's and I'm like, man, that sucks. I'm like, shit, I thought this was going to be a great relationship. I thought I was going to enroll this client or get this gig, for a workshop or a talk, and it doesn't happen. And that's okay. It's going to happen like that. I'm going to have many, many, many more of those. But I sit back, and I truly do. I'm telling you, you don't know how many times I've walked through the streets of Boston or to my car or driven home or been traveling or been back here in my home and said, all right, that wasn't so great, but you know what? I got this. I still believe in who I am. So promise me you'll work on who you are and then your clarity on how you help people and believe in it. Write down, I did it before, you can't see it now, I'm pointing all over my place. I've written down on my walls about my beliefs and my belief in who I am, and that belief will carry me through the worst of times, the hardest of times. Write it down. I believe in myself. I believe in who I am. Remind yourself every single day, and I promise you, get yourself up to that 10, and I promise you, your career will take off. Your career will be more rewarding. And when I say that, I'm talking about impact and fulfillment. Impact and fulfillment. The titles, the promotions, the business, the money, the income, that's a result. Those are results. The impact and the fulfillment will come when you believe in yourself. And by the way, people gravitate to others who believe in themselves. Right? If I was like, yeah, I'm a career coach, I'm trying it out. It's all right. And I'm pretty good at it. I have a lot of experience. I worked in corporate for 18 years and did some nonprofit work. And so I think I'd be a pretty good career coach. Who the hell is going to hire me when they hear that, when they hear it said like that? All right. Not many people. And if somebody did hire me based on what I just said, they'd probably be pretty desperate themselves. So people gravitate to people who have belief. So have that belief in yourself. It's a differentiator in your career and ultimately your life. Follow some of these suggestions and focus on your belief. It's not just what we're pursuing. And even though I preach to no end about who over what, who we are over what we do, super important, by the way, the most important, but the underbelly of that, the crux or the infrastructure, the foundation of that is the belief. All right. You have to believe in who you're going to become and who you are and who you're going to become. All right. I'll see you all soon. I am going to check out of both of my things I have going on here. Thanks again. Create Your Great. Contact me if you have questions. Thanks, Sharon, for checking in, and much more to come on this. Belief in yourself. It's a game changer.